Not long ago, the world of digital forensics primarily dealt with the research and investigation of desktop and laptop computers. Today, however, the landscape has radically evolved. Smartphones have become the central focus of our digital existence. They keep not only the photographs, movies, and documents we intentionally save, but also an in-depth record of our movements, communication habits, and online activity. This massive and diverse collection of data can be extremely helpful to detectives seeking to solve crimes, reconstruct events, and uncover concealed information. Mobile device forensics is a specialized area of digital forensics that focuses on extracting and analyzing data from phones and sometimes even tablets. Forensic specialists are faced with unique challenges due to the vast variety of devices and rapidly changing technology. For instance, imagine an older model phone. The techniques required to access the data could be much different than with the latest smartphones. Investigators must constantly update their skills and tools. Different brands, operating systems, and constant updates. It's a never-ending puzzle for investigators. An iPhone 7 might as well be ancient history compared to an iPhone 14 in terms of how an investigator must access the data. Cellbrite is a prime example of mobile device forensics technology that provides investigators considerable options. Cellbrite was created with the sole purpose of bypassing the security features that safeguard current cell phones, exposing tons of potential evidence. Cellbrite allows investigators to quickly access standard information such as calls, messages, location history, and app activity, which provides important context and potential leads. There are also other tools, both open source and commercial, that are also used by investigators. Magnet Axiom prioritizes deep analysis and reporting. The software enables the meticulous examination of extracted data and the generation of comprehensive forensic reports. This makes it particularly valuable for cases where extensive documentation and evidence presentation are crucial. Oxygen Forensic Suite offers a unique range of advanced features. Beyond core data extraction, it aids in analyzing social media activity, employing facial recognition techniques, and even extracting data from sources like drones, expanding the scope of mobile-related investigations. GrayKey has gained a reputation for its ability to overcome device security measures, particularly on iPhones and selected Android models. This tool proves essential when dealing with locked devices where time-sensitive information may be locked. On the open source side, Autopsy provides a flexible and adaptable digital forensics platform with dedicated modules for mobile device work. This allows investigators to tailor their approach to specific case requirements and leverage various analysis techniques within the same environment. The Sleuth Kit offers experienced users a powerful set of command line tools for the in-depth examination of disk images. This capability translates to the potential for meticulous recovery of deleted or hidden data from mobile devices, potentially uncovering crucial evidence. There are also considerations to be made upon which tool is selected. Device support is paramount. The chosen tool must be compatible with the specific makes, models, and operating systems of devices likely to be encountered during your investigations. Failure to consider this aspect can lead to a tool being unable to access critical data. Extraction types offered by a tool determine the level of detail you can acquire. Logical extractions access readily available data, while physical extractions target deeper, potentially deleted information. The nature of the investigation dictates the necessary depth. Analysis features significantly impact how efficiently you can process and understand data. Advanced search, filtering, timeline generation, and reporting streamline the process of identifying key evidence within large data sets. Cost assessment weighs the premium features of commercial tools against the free nature of open source alternatives. The right balance depends on budgetary constraints and the level of technical expertise available. Training and support are essential to fully unlocking the capability of any forensic tool. Readily available resources, tutorials, and access to technical help contribute to effectively utilizing the toolset for successful investigations. Our phones are like pocket-sized timelines. Call logs tell us who a person has been in contact with and when. In text messages, they can be a trove of conversations, sometimes more revealing than people might realize, even with deleted messages potentially recoverable. Then there's location data, built from GPS or cell towers. This can place someone at a specific location at a specific time, confirming or challenging someone's account of their actions. Even your fitness tracker, syncing your steps, could prove you were where you said you weren't. It's astounding when you think how much a seemingly harmless app may reveal. But it goes even further beyond that. The apps we use hold a massive range of information. Social media apps can reveal contacts and conversation. Notes apps might contain everything from to-do lists to records of events. Even seemingly simple apps may hold clues for an investigator. Mobile forensics isn't without its challenges. Data sometimes appears to have been deleted, but it's not truly gone. Imagine your phone's storage as a cluttered bookshelf. Deleting a file is like removing the book label, but not the book itself. Investigators utilize techniques such as file carving to reconstruct fragments, sometimes recovering crucial evidence. Encryption protects our data, but also poses a significant challenge. Think of it as a secure lockbox. While meant for good, it also slows down investigations. Forensic tools are in a constant battle with the latest encryption techniques, sometimes requiring legal warrants or specialized techniques to access the locked data. Legal and privacy concerns pose another central challenge of mobile forensics. The acquisition of mobile device data must strictly adhere to laws on search and seizure, data protection, and individual privacy rights. Also, perpetrators may intentionally use anti-forensics techniques like data hiding, obfuscation, and wiping tools to thwart investigations and mislead examiners. As phones are updated, investigators must adapt to find and extract the data they need. Cloud storage adds another layer of complexity. As crucial evidence might reside in the cloud rather than on the device itself, investigators must tackle complicated legal and technical processes to obtain this cloud-based data from service providers. Not to mention their frequent use makes evidence highly vulnerable to overwriting or accidental modification during the examination process. A tool that could crack last year's models could be useless on the new models. This means the field's in constant flux, with both criminals and investigators adapting their techniques. The horrible missing persons case of Gabby Petito in 2021 serves as a stark reminder of the wide-ranging digital footprints we create both knowingly and unknowingly. The young woman's social media post documenting her cross-country road journey with her fiancé Brian Laundrie captivated the public's attention. When all the updates stopped and Laundrie arrived at home alone, the internet transformed into an army of amateur detectives scouring through every piece of digital evidence available. Investigators, driven by the sense of urgency of a missing persons investigation and fueled by public interest, deployed an arsenal of mobile forensic techniques. Gabby's phone had a wealth of information. Her last trips were only partially described by location history. Text messages and social media activities helped to flesh out a timeline that included potential red flags. Data from Brian Laundrie's phone exposed inconsistencies in the statements he made. Investigators pieced together phone data, GPS information, and internet activity. It's possible that toll records and GPS information from the couple's van and other vehicles they drove help detectives in following them around and identifying places of interest. This case highlighted the remarkable potential of mobile device forensics to solve crimes. However, it also raised profound concerns about the boundaries of digital privacy and how online public sleuthing can impact ongoing investigations, potentially affecting outcomes before evidence is fully analyzed. These are questions with no easy answers. The right to privacy versus the search for justice. Is it necessary to locate a missing person or solve a crime to provide broad access to personal data? Where is the line drawn? And who draws it? Social media as an investigative tool. In the internet age, can social media become a tool of public surveillance with crowd-shaping narrative, for better or for worse, before investigators have fully assessed the evidence? Our smartphones contain more detailed records of our lives than most of us realize. In the hands of a forensic investigator, this data can speak volumes. Cell phone forensics now plays a role in missing persons investigations, theft, fraud, complex criminal cases, and many other types of inquiries. The Petito case shines an unsettling light on the shrinking borders of privacy in the digital landscape. Ethical, legal, and societal debates regarding this sensitive issue must intensify as technology develops further. Pregnant Laci Peterson vanished from her Modesto, California home in December of 2002. Scott Peterson, her husband, was instantly under suspicion. His mobile phone records were the focus of the investigators, which provided vital details. Location data showed that his phone was near the ultimately discovered location of Laci's death, contradicting his original alibi. An excessive number of calls to his mistress and internet searches on ocean currents damaged his claims of innocence. While circumstantial, the information obtained from Scott Peterson's phone was essential to the prosecution's case. He was eventually found guilty of killing Laci, Peterson, and their unborn baby. This case became an early but effective example of mobile device forensics. It showed how even simple data such as location history and phone records might reveal key contradictions in a suspect's statement, offering valuable clues in even the most complicated investigations. Forrest Hayes, a wealthy and accomplished Google executive, was discovered dead on his yacht in 2013. At first, his death looked like an accidental overdose, but further investigation revealed a darker truth. Forensic research of Hayes' numerous smartphones and other devices uncovered a secret part of his life, forcing authorities to reconsider what they had originally thought about how he had died. Investigators looked into Hayes' online behavior and discovered that he frequently searched for escort and prostitution services. Phone records and text messages established Hayes' interaction with Alex Teichelman, who was eventually identified as an escort he had met through such websites. In addition, surveillance cameras showed their encounter on his yacht just before he died. A further forensic examination of Hayes' smartphones and tablets contradicted the first overdose scenario, pointing to a timetable more in line with a deadly heroin injection. The digital trail left on Hayes' phones revealed an extremely complex picture. It suggested reasonable explanations and provided solid proof against Alex Teichelman. She was ultimately tried and found guilty of involuntary homicide and administration of drugs. Mobile device forensics is not going anywhere. It will grow to be more advanced. Our smartphones, which are becoming increasingly sophisticated data hubs, are already linked to wearables, vehicles, and even household appliances. Modern life's connectedness produces a seemingly limitless network of possible information sources. Investigators will have unimaginable possibilities to rebuild identities using digital footprints, both now and in the future. We are at a crossroads. As the technology for collecting and analyzing this data advances, so must our debates about how to manage it. Laws and ethical frameworks will have to grow in tandem with advances in technology. The data that our devices gather might be important in solving crimes and saving lives, but its reach extends further. It has the potential to change the fundamental idea of privacy in the 21st century.